Okay, welcome everybody. I know this was last minute, but Cara had asked me about doing a comp plan Zoom with the team, and I wanted to go ahead and just get this done. I know that everyone is so focused on promoting and everyone's just going, just nonstop. And so I wanted to make sure I squeezed this in midweek before things got crazy with you guys with the weekend, and then as we got closer to month end. So again, just for those of you that hopped on a little bit later than when I first opened this up, if you have any questions as we go, please put them in the chat and I'll answer those. And then if there's any question that you're getting asked a lot by your team members, just go ahead and hold that over there too so I can make sure I answer. So I'm gonna see if I can screen share, and then we're just gonna go through the comp plan together, and I'm just gonna explain to you guys all the breakdown. It's actually really simple until you get to Diamond. So we'll blow through the first part. The part that'll take us a little bit longer is from Diamond on. So let me find, okay, I think this is it. Hold on. Desktop. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so I'm almost positive everybody knows this, but we'll go over it just in case, since this is recorded, if ever you are just sharing this with someone brand new so they'll know. Okay, so primarily who you are going to be signing up in this business between retail customers and loyal customers is loyal customers. What all a loyal customer means is they get 40% off their purchase by just agreeing to try something for 3 months. A retail customer pays full price, and it's a one-time, no commitment sale. And while that may seem like a good deal to you, it's for you, for your commission, it's really not, because loyal customers set us up for strong residual income. And so what that means is we get paid multiple times for the work we do one time. So they buy hair, skin, nails from you today. You make your commission off of hair, skin, and nails today, but then you're also going to make commission off their December purchase and their January purchase. So while you technically do make a little more off of a retail customer that first time, it is a one-time sale. And so you want to always be thinking long-term, and that is loyal customer. Also, the company, as we all know, puts lots of measures in place to retain those customers even longer. I have customers that have not turned their auto shipment off for 2 years. So you always want to sign people up as loyal customers. I don't even accept it if they say they want to be a retail customer. I explain to them that's throwing money down the drain. So that is that. Also, loyal customers can just get a one-time order without a 3-month commitment if they pay a $50 membership fee. I have only ever had someone do that one time. Again, that's just kind of wasting their money, but they could do that. And if they do that, they are a loyal customer for life. They do get 40% off, and they will get 40% off of any future purchases. They just, instead of doing the commitment, they pay a one-time $50 fee. And then the other people that you would be enrolling is distributors, which obviously every single person on this Zoom is a distributor. If you guys can make sure you're muted, please. It's hard for me when I'm screen sharing to get to toggle out to mute everybody. So if you're not muted, if you could mute yourself. But distributors obviously are completely different than customers. A lot of times people will get confused when you're telling them about the loyal customer program, and they will think that that must mean they're becoming a distributor to get the discount. I always just tell people, no, that's the amazing part about our business is I can give you my distributor discount and you don't even have to be a distributor. So distributors are completely different. So we're going to get into the distributor comp plan. Okay, so there are 2 ways to be commission qualified. You can run an 80 BB auto shipment every single month, or you can just make sure you're at 150 PBV. Now, what that 150 PBV means is that is your customers under you, which means if you have your husband signed up under you, that's not his customers. If you have a distributor under you and you've been moving customers under them for your Fat Start bonus or for your executive or review promotion or whatever, that's not the customers under them. It's just the customers you kept personally under you that count towards your PBV and anything you've personally ordered. So let's say you didn't run an 80 BB auto shipment, but you ran a 30 BB auto shipment. That 30 BB does go towards your 150. But it is very, very important to make sure you're commission qualified and to make sure all your new distributors understand what it means to be commission qualified. I personally have run an 80 BB auto shipment from day one, and so has Zach. When I got started, guys, we were broke as a joke, but Claire told me she had run one since day one, and so had Brian. And so I knew I wanted to be where she was, so I arranged things in my budget. I sacrificed. I didn't eat out. I didn't get my nails done. I didn't do anything else but run my BB auto shipment. And I just somehow knew that was going to pay off in spades for me, and it did. So I always recommend running an 80 BB auto shipment. But if you don't, you need to make sure you're at 150 PBV or you will not get paid. The second part of our comp plan, before we get into the meat potatoes, the money with rewards. Every 2 customers you sign, you get a wrap reward, and they're actually now called product rewards. And so you can redeem one of your product rewards for a bag of keto coffee for half off the price, $18. You can get a full pack of wraps for $25 or a full pack of facial wraps for $25. These are optional to redeem. You don't have to redeem them, and you only have 60 days to redeem them. You only get wrap rewards for the customers that are personally under you. So like me, I move every single customer somewhere in my downline for a promotion, for caps, for fast starts, whatever. So I don't get wrap rewards unless it's like unless I buy a conference ticket or something like that and it's a promotion. But when you're brand new, you definitely will have some when you're gathering your first flow of customers. You can find these in eSuite by clicking orders and then clicking product rewards on the left side. And then there's no tax or anything. You just literally let's go muted. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go. All right, someone else is on. All right, guys, I'm trying to. Okay. Okay, got it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so anyways, you would click orders and then click product rewards, and then you would just literally add them, however many you want to redeem, and then check out. That's free shipping. They come pretty fast. It's awesome. Wrap rewards are great if you just to keep extra product for yourself, or if you're doing vendor events, you name it. Wrap rewards are just an incredible extra perk. And then, okay, the third part of our, okay, hold on, guys. If everyone can make sure to mute it, especially those of you hopping on late, that would be great. It was Amanda, but we're gonna forgive her because she just had her wisdom teeth out and she's on some hot, strong pain medicine, so she's gonna know what she's doing. Anyways, okay. So the third part is becoming Fast Start qualified and getting Fast Start bonuses. So the great thing about our business is, in addition to getting our monthly bulk check, our commission check, we get Fast Start bonuses. These are unlimited, and they're on every single distributor you enroll when you help them get off to a strong start. This is my favorite part about this business. I love telling people when they're talking to me about the business and they're worried about if they're going to be any good, if they're going to have help, whatever. I always tell them, hey, I don't make any money when you sign up unless you get off to a strong start. So I'm quite literally compensated to help you, so you can just be 100% rest assured that I'm 100% invested in your success. So this is one of my favorite parts about the company. All right, sorry. I need to change my settings to where it mutes everybody automatically when they join. But anyways, okay, so whenever we first got started, you guys, I know a lot of you guys have heard my story, but we were broke as a joke, and we literally paid our bills with Fast Start bonuses while I was building my residual income. The month of December 2016 in particular, this is gonna be really quick, but I just wanna share this story because it's just so powerful and it speaks volumes to what Fast Start bonuses can do for you. Money was higher than tight. Zach was working a job and his hours were cut really low that month. And then his other job was technically our own business. And all of our clients were, cutting their, what am I trying to say? Like the amount of their contract for that month because of the holidays. And so our check was just really, really low and we weren't gonna have enough to pay our rent. And that month I signed 9 distributors and I got them all Fast Start qualified. That was $900 in Fast Start bonuses, and that paid our rent and literally made the difference between our family being able to like have a semi-enjoyable Christmas and not. So Fast Start bonuses are incredible. So even if you just started and you're still building your residual income, Fast Start bonuses can be the very best blessing in your life right now. So basically a Fast Start bonus, anytime you enroll a new distributor, it's unlimited. So if you enroll 10 distributors, that's 10 Fast Start bonuses, that's $1,000. Every time you get each of them their first 2 customers, you get a Fast Start bonus. Those Fast Start bonuses, so you have to get them Fast Start qualified in the first 30 days. And those Fast Start bonuses are paid out weekly. So what that means is as long as you have all the qualifications met for that distributor by Friday, you get that Fast Start bonus technically the next Friday. I say technically because they usually come on Thursday, but per the comp plan, it reads Friday, but I've gotten every single Fast Start bonus my whole 2 years in the company, except for one on a Thursday. There was one that came Friday. So that being said, what does it mean for them to be Fast Start qualified? They need 2 customers. They have to be a qualified loyal customer, which means they need to be at 25 BV or higher, which means they can't buy like an essential oil, has to be Fat Fighters, Confianza, something 25 BV or higher. And then that distributor has to have an 80 BV auto shipment set up. It doesn't have to have run, it just has to be set up. Or they don't have an 80 BB auto shipment set up, they have to be at 150 PBV. So if I move customers under a distributor, I will not move it unless they have an auto shipment turned on. That's my own personal rule. I will tell them I have customers to move under them, but I cannot move them until they turn that auto shipment on. That's me personally. That's something I learned from Claire. And if you are going to move customers, just know if they don't have an 80 BB auto shipment set up, they do have to be at 150 PBV. Also, if the distributor that you signed is working, which hopefully they are. I say this because obviously we do sometimes sign distributors that kind of go ghost on us. If that happens, you still want to get your fast start bonus no matter what. If you miss a fast start bonus, you're literally flushing $100 down the drain, down the toilet. So whether they're working or not, you want to make sure you move the customers under your distributor and get your fast start bonus because that's money in your pocket. If they are working though, you definitely want to encourage them to make sure they are getting themselves fast start qualified, because even though the bonus goes to you when they become fast start qualified, they can never earn fast start bonuses on any distributor they sign in the future if they themselves are not fast start qualified. So I never want to overwhelm somebody about being fast start qualified their first day in the business or something, but as it's nearing that 30-day mark, if they're, you know, I would say 17, 18, 19, 20 days in the business and they are not fast start qualified, but they are working, I will start putting a little pressure on them and I will let them know, hey, you're coming up on your 1 month mark. It's very important that you get fast start qualified. You will never be able to earn fast start bonuses if you're not fast start qualified. I will walk with them through some conversations. I'll give them some good posts to do. I will help them reach out to their warm market, you know, get creative, but help them scoop up those first few customers for sure. This isn't an official part of the comp plan, but I know everyone's been asking about shopping sprees. So if you're watching this recording, just know if you're watching this and it's not 2018, this may not still be a thing. But right now for the rest of the year, we do have the shopping spree. And so that is where when your customers get their first 4 customers, they do get a $100 shopping spree. Again, they have to have their auto shipment set up or be at 150 PBV to get that. So if they sign 4 customers, chances are they are going to be at 150 PBV, but in the event it was really small customers, they might not still be. So they just, if they don't have an auto shipment on, they need to be at 150 PBV. That shopping spree will not load on their account, just like the fast start bonus will not pay out if the 80 BB auto shipment's not set up or they're not at 150 PBV. I'm going to look at the chat real quick. I didn't even realize that was people were asking questions. Okay. All right. As we're going on, if you guys have questions, please put them in the chat. I have that pulled up so I can see that now. Okay, so now we start getting into a little bit more of the nitty-gritty with the comp plan. If at any time you need to stop me, just raise your hand, unmute, or post something in the chat. Okay, so one quick thing I want to get into is we have something called compression in our comp plan. This is absolutely amazing. What it basically means is the cream will always rise to the top. So you don't have to worry about if you have, you know, people right here on your chart and then here that are not working. So these 2 levels aren't working. And then you have someone down here that is. If these people aren't working, this person is going to compress right up as if they were on your top line. So I never worry if I place somebody down here and then the people above them quit. That doesn't faze me other than the fact I'm sad someone quit, because this person is going to rise right up on my top line. So I say this to say, if you've ever been a part of another company, you know that that's not always the case. Sometimes it can really be like shooting yourself in the foot. If you placed a rock star 8 levels down, that's not the case with our company because we have compression. What that also means is if you sign a distributor, you place volume under them and they end up quitting, it's okay. We have compression. That volume you signed is still going to compress right back up to you. So if anyone has any further questions about that, you can definitely stop me and I'll elaborate more. But basically what that means is you have nothing to lose anywhere you place your volume, as far as if people quit, or as you see right here, distributor above them cancels their distributorship, we have compression. So that's awesome. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of things called qualified leg. So, and then you're going to see a leg. So every person on your top line is considered a leg. So the way that I build and the way that I was trained to build is you don't ever need more than 5 legs, because if you look at a diamond chart, if you look at an ambassador diamond chart, there's never anything more than 5 legs that you're going to see. And so you will hear people who just like have 30 people on their top line. I don't know why they do that, but you don't need more than 5 people, 5 legs on your top line. Now, what's the difference between a leg and a qualified leg? A qualified leg means that leg is at 400 GB, 400 in group volume. That just means everything total in that leg is at 400. So I'm just going to call out some names on the chat for example purposes. So let's say I have Tabitha on my top line, and then I have everything that Monique has does count towards Tabitha's GB. It's not just that Tabitha personally, like whatever she has under her has to be 400, like her PBB, it's her GB, which means everything that's under Monique counts towards her GB. Everything that Tabitha personally has counts to her GB. Does that make sense? So everything in that leg counts to that top person's entire volume. Does that make sense? Okay. And then also, I'm just going to touch on this too. When you're looking in eSuite and you're looking at the rank tab, that is what that's talking about when it shows you how many qualified legs you have. It's talking about how many legs you have at 400 GB. This is not everything that you need to promote. So when you're looking at the rank tab, I've had some people where, you know, maybe they're going for Emerald and all 4 of their legs are at 400 and they're like, oh, it says I have 4 out of 4 qualified legs. Why am I not Emerald? That's just showing you how many qualified legs you have, but you do still have to meet the actual breakdown of Emerald, which we'll go over the chart here in a second. So I don't really look at the rank tab that much. It's not really that relevant, except for maybe like executive. Okay, moving on. All right, so here you have the different ranks. So we have executive, Ruby, and Emerald to get started. So all an executive is, so let's just pretend this is me. When I went executive, I had Zach, my husband at 400, and oh my gosh, my second one, Casey. It's been so long. I think it was Casey. So I had Zach at 400 and then I had Casey at 400. So an executive means you have 2 distributors under you and both of them are at 400 GB. And so 400 GB again means 400 group volume. So the customers you've moved under those distributors plus their personal orders need a total 400. That is usually about 4 to 8 customers each. It's extremely attainable going executive. It's just 2 legs at 400. All right, moving on to Ruby. Let me make sure everybody's muted again. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I think I got everybody. Okay, so moving on to Ruby. So a Ruby has 3 people on their top line, so it's just 1 more person than executive, but they have an executive leg. So what that means is if you're an executive and you're trying to go Ruby, you need to sign 1 more person, and then 1 of those 3 needs to go executive. The simplest way to go about this, and this is the way that I build, is I will typically look at, well, number 1, which of the 3 is working hardest, and then I will look at if 1 of them is married. If 1 of them is married, they can go ahead and sign their spouse, start putting customers under their spouse. They need 1 more distributor and boom, they're charted executive and you are charted Ruby. So whenever you're building, you do always want to be placing strategically and making sure you're running with the people who are working with you. I will never build someone who's not working to executive or Ruby or anything above. Like if someone is just kind of a dead leg, they're not doing anything, it's totally fine to have them as one of these qualified legs. Do you guys see me highlighting this? But you do not want to use them as the executive. You don't want to use them as the Ruby because the Ruby and the executive need to be commission qualified for starters, and your Ruby and executive need to be working. That's another thing. If someone is going to promote to executive underneath you or promote to Ruby underneath you, Emerald, anything executive or above, they do have to be commission qualified. 400 boxes, qualified legs do not have to be commission qualified. But executive legs and Rubies do have to be commission qualified. So again, it needs to be someone that's working with you. Okay, so an Emerald is just 2 Rubies and 2 qualified legs. So you see the pattern here. Once you go executive, you help someone else go executive, and then you're Ruby. Once you're a Ruby, you help 2 other people go Ruby, and you have your 2 qualified legs, and you're an Emerald. And so that's kind of the theme throughout our company, and it breaks down like that all the way up to Ambassador Diamond. All an Ambassador Diamond chart is, and I would show you guys if I could. I don't think my computer will turn that far. I have mine blown up on the wall. But all an Ambassador Diamond chart is a bunch of Rubies. So essentially, once you go Ruby, the name of the game is helping as many people go Ruby as you can, because Rubies we have a little saying in the company, Rubies build diamonds. They don't really build diamonds. That annoys Amanda Stein because she used to sell diamonds, but Rubies build diamonds. Okay, so after Emerald, and let me stop and back up for a second. So when you are a distributor, you get paid on levels 1 and 2. So that means even if you have 5 levels, you are only getting paid on levels 1 and 2, which is even more reason why you want to hurry and promote to executive. So let's say you are charted executive, but you have not promoted. Charted just means you have the distributors under you, but they're not at 400, they're not qualified legs yet. Let's say those distributors have quite a few distributors under them too, but for whatever reason, they're just not at 400 yet. You will not get paid on all those you know, past level 2 if you're not yet executive. Once you promote to executive, you get paid on level 3. So that is super exciting. Once you go Ruby, you get paid on level 4. Once you go Emerald, you get paid on unlimited levels down all the way until your next Emerald. So what that means is basically you're getting paid on everything. The only way you wouldn't is if you had like a double diamond under you and you were still Emerald, you wouldn't get paid all the way down, but you get paid as an Emerald unlimited down to your next Emerald. Also, I'm going to touch on compression real quick. Where compression really comes in is, notice I said you got paid on levels 1 and 2, level 3 when you're executive, level 4 when you're Ruby, level 5 or unlimited when you're Emerald. So compression does kick in and you have your paid levels. So let's say you have 16 levels, but there are, you know, 7 levels in there that are not commission qualified. Well, now that all compresses up, and it's really as if you just have 9 levels. Does that make sense? So that comes in handy when you're a Ruby only getting paid on like 4 levels. If you do have a lot of dead levels, and so you're looking down and you're like, oh my gosh, this rock star's down here on level 8. Well, if all those levels in between you are actually working, that rock star does compress up higher. I hope that makes sense. If you guys need me to stop and go into that more, just let me know. Okay, so here is a kind of a visual of what I was just explaining about getting paid on level 1 and 2, level 3 as an executive, 4 as a Ruby, and then unlimited as an Emerald. Okay, this is where it gets a little confusing for people, so I want you guys to take a little bit of a close look at this. So see where this says you get 10% on level 1, 10% on level 2. It's really 15% on level 1 because you get a 5% enroller bonus attached to that. So for example, if you are a distributor level, your customers underneath you, can you guys make sure you're muted, please? I don't know who keeps getting unmuted. But with screen sharing, it's not very simple to go through. It's not like the big gallery, so I have to scroll through. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so when you are a distributor, your customers that you have personally under you are your level 1, and then your distributors on your top line are also your level 1. And then additionally to that, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm trying to move that over. Okay. Additionally to that, your distributors' customers are your level 2, and then their distributors are your level 2 as well. So your customers you're also going to have a 5% enroller bonus attached to them because they're your personal customers. And even if they're placed under you, you still get that 5% because the enrollership with the customer does transfer to who they were placed under. And do you tell what level is? Okay, sorry, Cara, I just saw your chat. Yes, I will. So whenever you place a customer, whoever you place the customer under, the customer has no idea they're being placed. Don't worry about that. But the enrollership in eSuite does switch to who you're placing them under, whereas a distributor, it does not. So for example, if I sign Cara and I put her under Tabitha, she's right on Tabitha's top line, but I still get that 5% enroller bonus on Cara and her volume because I did sign her. So it doesn't matter who I place her under, I will always get that enroller bonus. Does that make sense? However, that being said, if I sign a customer and I move her under Cara, instead of me getting the 15%, Cara is actually going to be getting the 15%. And then I get the percentage of whatever level that customer is now on my chart. Does that make sense? Okay, so that being said, all your customers, no matter if you sign them or someone placed them under you, you are really getting 15% because you get 10% plus you get this 5% enroller bonus right here. And then same thing with your distributors, you're getting 10%. And then if you personally enrolled them, you also get another 5%, that's 15%. If a distributor was placed on your top line, you're getting 10% because you didn't enroll them. Does that make sense? Okay, so what a level is, Cara asked if I would explain this. Let me see if I have a blank chart that would make it the simplest. Oh, you know what? I'll just pull up a blank chart on my screen. That'll be easier. Hold on. Sorry guys, I'm kind of tech savvy, so I'm trying to find my It Works folder. Here it is. Okay. Okay, we'll pull up a double diamond chart. Okay, so this is a double diamond chart. So this entire top line right here is that double diamond's level 1. The customers directly under the double diamond, not placed in their organization, just that double diamond's personal customers, their PBB, is also their level 1. This row right here, so these distributors are her level those distributors' personal customers are that double diamonds level 2. Then you have everyone on the next level is level 3, level 4, and so on. Does that make sense? And then where compression kicks in is as people are not working, that does all compress up to the double diamond on higher paid levels. Does that make sense? If you guys need me to break that down more, I can. I just don't want to confuse you more by rambling on it too long. And I guess let me just even pull up a Ruby chart just to make it really, really simple. Let me find one. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's an executive chart. Or no, that's a Ruby chart, sorry. There's an executive chart. So as an executive, it's really simple. Your customers right underneath you are level 1. Your distributors right here, these two people are also level 1. The customers under those 2 distributors are level 2. Easy, easy. You're getting paid on all that. And then once you promote, you're also getting paid on level 3, which sets you up for any growth that continues to happen. As a Ruby, this is your level 1 right here. I hope you guys can see my mouse okay. This is your level 1. Your customers are your level 1. Your distributors' customers, your level 1 distributors' customers are your level 2. And then these distributors down here are your level 2. And these distributors' customers are your level 3. I know that can be a little confusing. It's simpler when you have your chart filled out. It makes more sense when you look at it. But if you guys need me to, if you guys have questions, you need to stop me, please do. Okay. As you can see, it's great to get to Emerald because you start getting paid unlimited. So if your team has grown past the point that you've actually promoted to in levels, promoting to Emerald, you're gonna see a big pay jump because you're all of a sudden gonna be getting paid on all of it, whereas a Ruby, you weren't getting paid on very much of it at all. Can you guys still see my screen share? Okay, Lauren, I'm not sure why. I think it's something, if you kind of like minimized your Zoom and then came back, it could be something like that, but we are still screen sharing. Okay, so you guys will hear a lot that diamonds have the license to print money and diamonds unlock the full comp plan. And it could not be further from, I mean, it could not be more true. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. It could not be more true. Whenever you promote to diamond, I know our new diamonds will attest to this, your check massively jumps. So it is so, so important to get to diamond as fast as you can, and it just continues to boom from there. So, okay, every diamond is a new generation, and what that means is you start getting paid on different aspects in the comp plan than you were getting paid on before. When you are a diamond, you start getting paid 2% extra as a bonus on your entire group volume added to your check. So let's say your volume was 10,000 GV that month. When the month you promoted to diamond, you get a $200 bonus tacked on your check, in addition to everything else that we're about to go over, just for being a diamond. That's on your entire group volume. So going diamond is huge. There's so many, and that just continues to go up. So if you're a diamond with 20,000 in volume, that's an extra 400 every month. Okay, so if you are a diamond and you enroll a diamond, like one of your distributors goes diamond. You're not yet double diamond, but you have a personally enrolled distributor under you who goes diamond. You will make 5% bonus off of their entire group volume added onto your check, and you will still get that 2% we talked about on your volume outside of that diamond. So this is where it can get a little confusing, and I really would like you guys to stop me if you need further elaboration. But let's say I am diamond, and I enroll Tabitha, and she goes diamond. I'm not double diamond yet, we're both diamond. Tabitha has 10,000 in volume, I have 15,000 in volume. I am getting an extra 5% on Tabitha's 10,000 in volume added to my check. That's $500 just for her being diamond under me. And then I get an extra 2% on that volume outside of her, which was 5,000. So I don't get the 2% on the whole 15,000 because I'm getting 5% of her 10,000, I'm getting 2% of that 5,000 that was outside of her. So it starts becoming a lot of money when you go diamond and you help other people go diamond. So kind of like in the beginning, you're a Ruby, you're helping other people go Ruby. Once you go diamond, you really want to help as many people go diamond as you can. Once you're a double diamond, this is where the comp plan really starts blowing up. In addition to getting 5% on your personally enrolled diamond, you actually get another 4%, which is what this is right here. And that's for that being your second generation. The 5%, by the way, let me just go back and direct you guys to earlier, where we were talking about the roller bonus, wherever that was up here. oh wait, 5% right here. That 5% you get on that personal diamond, that's because you are their enroller. So going back down here, when you're double diamond, if you enroll a diamond underneath you, they go diamond, you go double diamond. If you personally enroll that diamond when you were double diamond and the new diamond under you, so let's say I'm double diamond, I enroll Tabitha, she goes diamond. If I personally enrolled Tabitha, I got the 5% bonus on her entire group volume added to my check for her being a diamond underneath me, plus I get this 4%. So I'm really getting 9% on her entire volume. So if she has 10,000 in volume, I'm getting $900 because she is my personally enrolled diamond. And that is for every single diamond. So if you have 5 diamonds, that's basically an extra $5,000 added to your check every single month because you personally enrolled those diamonds. If you have someone go diamond underneath you and you did not personally enroll them, you don't make anything unless you go double diamond. So it's super important you go double. But if you were double diamond and you have a diamond underneath you that you did not personally enroll, you get 4%. So you get 4% of their entire volume. The enroller who placed them under you gets the 5%. So if I, let's say I enroll Tabitha and I put her under Cara, and Cara goes double diamond, Tabitha goes diamond. Cara is going to get 4% off Tabitha's volume. I'm going to get 5%. Does that make sense? And then because I personally enrolled Cara, I'm still getting 9% off her entire volume outside of Tabitha. This is where it starts getting tricky. Hopefully you guys are taking notes. But if you have questions and you need me to clarify anything, please let me know. This continues to go up from when you go triple diamond all the way up to ambassador. You always get 2% off of your first generation. And so what this means is that's everyone that is not yet diamond. You get 2% off of that entire volume on your chart. And I am going to pull up the chart real quick and show you. I'm going to pull up a triple diamond chart because this makes the most sense to me since that's the rank that I am right now. Okay, so for triple diamond, I have a double diamond. Just everyone knows my double diamond is Zach. And then I have 2 other diamonds, okay? So I have, under Zach, I would get 9% off of his entire volume that is outside of his diamond. His diamond is my personally enrolled, and so I get 5%, he gets 4% because I placed that diamond under him, so we split that 9%. And then my diamond over here, I get 9% off of their entire volume because I personally enrolled them. This diamond over here, 9% off their entire volume because I personally enrolled them. But here's where the 2% comes back in. Any volume that falls outside of those diamonds and that double diamond, I still get 2% on that. So see these 400 boxes? I would get 2% off of anything there. So as soon as those people go diamond, I'm not even getting 2% anymore. I'm just getting 9% on everything, which is obviously better. But anyone that's not yet diamond under you or doesn't fall under a diamond, you get 2%. Does that make sense? Can you go back to your double leg? Yes. Let me pull it back up, Cara, sorry. Okay, you were talking about my double, like on my triple chart, right?
Yeah, just you said that you split that 9% with the diamond that would be theoretically under Zach. Can you just explain that one more time? Sorry.
Yeah, so I split the 9% of that I would get on that diamond with Zach. So Zach did Tabitha's a diamond under Zach. So Tabitha's volume, I will get 5% of because I personally enrolled her. Zach will get 4% of her volume because she's on his top line. If Tabitha was a diamond over here on my top line, so not under Zach, if she's on my top line, I would just get 9%. But because she's under Zach, Zach gets 4% and I get 5%. Does that make sense? We split it. So any diamond on your top line that you personally enrolled, you're getting 9% if you were double diamond or above. Any diamond you placed under someone, if that someone is double diamond, then you're splitting it with them. You're getting 5%, they're getting 4%. But if you put a diamond under somebody that is not actually diamond yet, like that somebody you placed them under is not double diamond yet, then you do still get your 9%. So for example, Amanda Stein is actually not on my top line. She's placed under somebody who's not a diamond. She's placed under somebody who's a distributor. And so I do get 9% off her, even though she's technically under somebody, because that somebody she's under is not double diamond or above. And even if that somebody under her was diamond, I would still get 9% because somebody would not split Amanda's volume with me until they went double diamond or above. Does that make sense? Cara? Okay. Sorry, I know that part can get confusing. Okay, and then it's the same thing when you go presidential diamond. It's the same thing with ambassador diamond. So you're always going to get 9% on any personally enrolled diamond, 2% on anything that falls out of all your diamonds. And then obviously you split it like we talked about, the 5 and the 9. So where you see this 1% over here under Prez, and then where you see this 1% for 5th generation for ambassador, this is a little bit more convoluted. This is basically meaning when you have a lot of diamonds stacked in one leg, once there gets down to 5 in a leg, you do stop basically earning money, but that just doesn't happen very often. So it's not something I talk about a lot because it's not very relevant, but basically let me just pull up an ambassador chart and just give you an example. This is overwhelming, just bear with me guys. Okay, this is an ambassador diamond chart, and it's honestly kind of hard to show because it's not showing it all like top line. It's showing because they're trying to fit it on a piece of paper, so it looks different. But basically, okay, let's just go to the presidential leg. The presidential is under this ambassador. This is a lot of people, obviously. So let's just say for whatever crazy reason, you had, this is a triple right here. This is a double. Sorry, I'm trying to read this. It's like so small. Okay, so this is your triple. This is the presidential's triple. And that presidential is under the ambassador. So if that triple had extra diamonds under their diamonds, that would be level, that would be 5 generations down. I'm trying to count real quick. Presidential triple. Okay, so if there were more than 2 diamonds stacked under this diamond right here, all right, that diamond right there, if there was 2 other diamonds stacked, so again, this would be a lot of diamonds in one leg, then technically you would stop making money on that lowest diamond because now there's already all these other people that are making that 9%. Now, if it's your personally enrolled, you always will get the 5%. So that's not what they're saying, but you would eventually stop getting that thicker percent and you would just be getting 1%. So that's what that's talking about. Does that make sense? Kind of. That is not, I'm not diminishing that part of the comp plan, but it's not the most relevant thing we're going to be talking about today because it's just not something that you see happen a whole lot. And if it's your personally enrolled, it really doesn't affect you because you're still getting the 5%. But basically the point of that is that if you're building and you're ambassador, you're not just going to keep building diamonds super deep in one leg. You're going to start building your 2.0 chart, which I'll just go ahead and say that whenever you go ambassador, you are able to start a 2.0, which means you can, let me pull up the ambassador chart again. Because I know you guys have probably been hearing promotions like such and such went ambassador, went triple diamond 2.0. This is what that means. So this ambassador diamond has 5 legs. They have a double diamond, triple, and a presidential. Once they go ambassador, they can start a 6th leg of themselves. So like if I was ambassador diamond and I wanted to start my 2.0 account, it would be Brittany 2.0 and it would be a 6th leg and that would be Brittany. Like it would be myself under myself. So I'd pay $99 to start all over again. I'd have another account under myself. Brittany 1.0 makes money on Brittany 2.0 and I can start building again from scratch. So I would start as distributor under that 2.0 and I would build, up to diamond, get it, and so on all the way. And so that's like kind of like having a spouse account again. And your 1.0 account is still making money on your 2.0. And you can still sign your spouse again under your 2.0 account too, as long as they're ambassador. So it's crazy. Like the income earning potential with our company just never ceases to amaze me. So that's what you would do when you go ambassador. Rather than just continuing to build diamonds deep, you would just start your 2.0 account and start building diamonds there. Okay, so this just kind of goes over what I just explained to you guys. It's just showing that in a diagram form. So we won't stay on this too long, but basically this is just saying if you're a double diamond, you're getting 2% on your first generation that's outside of your diamond. So this is your first generation. A diamond starts a new generation. So that's, you'll hear people say that like generational bonuses. Once you start diamond, you're technically your own generation. Like you've started your own generation. And so everyone that's not in that new diamond under you is still part of your first generation. So you're getting 2% on your first generation, and then you're getting 9% on your second generation, which is your diamond. And that is your 4% plus your 5%, what we were just talking about. And then if you didn't enroll them, of course, it's just 4%, 5% goes to the enroller. So triple diamond, this is what I was explaining when I pulled up my chart. So same thing. on your first generation. So that's everyone outside your diamonds. All your diamonds are considered a second generation, and you're getting 4% on them plus the 5%, so total of 9%. Unless you didn't enroll them, you're getting 4%. 5% would go to the enroller. And then this shows you an example of a third generation, but third generation, like that diamond under that double. That's example of the third generation, but still that 5% will always come back to you. You just earn 2% on everything else under that diamond. Okay. This is where it starts getting really amazing. And this is something that if you're newer, you probably haven't heard of this. You're going to want to pay really close attention to this part. When you hear us say diamonds have a license to print money, this is what they're talking about, this next element of the comp plan. So just like we have fast start bonuses, there is another element to the comp plan once you go diamond and above, and it's called CABS, Customer Acquisition Bonus, and they've actually now started more informally calling it just the diamond bonus, and that's the way it reads on our checks now. So you'll hear people talk about it as CABS, but when you see it in your check, it'll say diamond bonus. Okay. So diamond bonus CABS is basically every single person you sign from the moment you go diamond is CAB coded to you for life until they go diamond, which means in addition to you getting a fast start bonus, when they get their first 2 customers, you're also going to get a CAB, which is $80. But it doesn't stop there. Every single person they sign is also CAB coded to you. So if I go diamond, everyone I signed before going diamond is not CAB coded to me. They're CAB coded to whoever I was CAB coded to, which is obviously Claire. But anyone I sign from the day I go diamond on is CAB coded to me for life until they go diamond. So if they go sign 5 distributors each, every single one of those distributors is CAB coded to me, which means although they're getting the fast start bonuses for enrolling those distributors, I'm getting 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80 every single time. And these just get bigger and bigger. When you go double diamond, people that are double diamond coded to you you get a $40 CAB for the double diamond, 80 for the diamond. You go triple, you get 15 for triple, 10 for press, 5 for ambassador. So like those of you that are triple diamond coded to me, whenever you got your first 2 customers, whether I signed you or not, it doesn't matter who you're enrolled by. If you're triple diamond coded to me, when you became fast start qualified on my check, there was 80, 40, and 15. And that is unlimited. That's for every single person coded to you. So this is where you really want to get to diamond as quickly as you can, because everyone you start enrolling is coded to you, and everyone they sign is coded to you for life. And this, you just have no idea how quickly this adds up until you go diamond, I promise you. But just to put it in perspective for you, like an ambassador diamond, every single month on their checks, they have 5 figures alone just in CABS, not including the rest of their check. Just in CABS alone, they're going to have over $10,000. So CABS are huge, and it really shows when you open up the CAB portion of your check every month, it really shows you like how far things have gone and like the legacy you've really started building, because there can be people coded to you that you've never even met. But if you sign, if the person that signed them was coded to you, they're going to be coded to you as well. So it just really starts trickling up pretty quickly. And they also call these, like at events and stuff, they call these leadership bonuses. And again, that's why we really, the company-wide really expects a lot out of diamonds and above, because as a diamond and above, you're compensated for being a diamond and above. So they really expect diamonds and above to stay up, later than other people to answer questions, on month end. Diamonds and above, you can pretty much count on any diamond or above on this team to be up past midnight to answer your questions, because whether they're promoting or not, they're going to be up to make sure they're helping the people who are promoting. And so again, with too much is given, much more shall be required. So it's not just one big party. When you get to diamond, you do take on a lot more responsibility, but you're also compensated very, very handsomely for that as well too. And then same thing as you continue to promote. Okay. So, all right, this just kind of shows what you need to promote, which I think, most of you guys know this, but just in case there's someone new on here and they're curious, to go diamond, you need a ruby and an emerald, and you need 3 people on your top line that are qualified legs. So that's kind of why you heard me say earlier, rubies make diamonds. Once you go ruby, it's 3 other rubies that make up a diamond. Why do I say 3 rubies? Because you have the ruby right here, and then all this emerald is 2 rubies. So 3 rubies make a diamond. And then a double diamond is a diamond and an emerald. So the jump from diamond to double is personally, in my opinion, the easiest jump in this entire company. If you're brand new, you're looking at this and you're like, this looks overwhelming. you start building, I promise, the jump from diamond to double, in my opinion, is the simplest. Whenever I went diamond, I went double diamond 2 months later, and then Zach was my diamond, and then he went double diamond the very next month. Because literally, if you're running with these people, it's just one more promotion for each of them. That's it. These 3 people still stay they're still 400 boxes. Nothing changes. So your ruby goes emerald and your emerald goes diamond. That's the only jump from diamond to double. Now, the jumps start getting bigger once you go up to triple. So for triple, your emerald has to go diamond, your diamond has to go double, and then you have to take a 400 box, a distributor, all the way to diamond. You still have 2 qualified legs on your top line. So a triple is 2 diamonds and a double. And then for presidential, your double diamond has to go triple diamond. One of your diamonds has to go double. Your other diamond can stay a diamond. And then you have to take another 400 box to diamond. So it's also a really big jump. And then for ambassador diamond, this is the biggest jump of all. Your triple has to go presidential. Your double has to go triple. One of your diamonds has to go triple as well. Your other diamond has to go double. And then your last 400 box has to go double diamond. And then you'll hear a term thrown around called black diamond. Technically, the top rank of our company is ambassador diamond, but black diamond is more a status. And what black diamond means is for 6 consecutive months in a row, you have made at least $100,000 a month. Once you have made $100,000 a month for 6 months in a row, you earn the title of black diamond. And when you go black diamond, you get a $100,000 bonus. And then about the 6 months in a row. So if let's say you earned $100,000 a month for 4 months, and then your 5th month, you drop down to $99,000. You have to start all over again. It has to be 6 consecutive months. That's why we don't have more black diamonds. There's a ton of people that have literally made $100,000 plus for 5 months. And then that 6th month literally fall into like $97,000. I know at my first conference, I heard Denise Walsh talk about how there was like 6 times she almost went black diamond, and every single time it was the 6th month. And she literally fell to like between 97 and 9, like 6 times in a row. And she kept restarting. So it took her like 4 years to actually go black diamond. But I mean, she was making the money that whole time. It just would always fall short 1 month. So that is what black diamond means. We have 2 black diamonds in the company, right? Well, 3. We have Cami, but Cami has stepped over to corporate. She was the first black diamond. And then we have Joel and Stephanie. They are our uplines. We're in their downline. And then there are Denise and Brandon Walsh. They're the other black diamonds. Okay, so this is just a breakdown again of what we already talked about, leadership bonuses. So that just shows you the 80, the 40, the 15, the 10, and the 5 again. Also, I will touch on this real quick with cabs. So someone could be diamond coded to you, but not double, and you may even be a double, or you could even be a triple, and someone could just be diamond coded to you. So if you sign someone as a diamond, they're only diamond coded to you. So even if you double coded and you go triple the next month, those people you signed as a diamond are just diamond coded to you. So anyone that I've signed since going triple diamond, which was last June, is triple diamond coded to me. But anyone I signed even 2 days before going triple diamond, they are double diamond coded to me. So that's why you might notice in eSuite, even if you joined yesterday, if you signed under someone who was never diamond coded to me, for example, I'll just throw out Amanda, she doesn't care. Amanda Stein signed up about 20 days before I went diamond. So she's not coded to me. She's coded 100% to Claire and Alyssa. And so anyone Amanda signs even today, if they look in their eSuite, they're going to see diamond Claire, double Claire, triple Claire, presidential Alyssa. And the reason why is because I was not even diamond when I signed Amanda. So if you're ever wondering when you look in your eSuite why you're coded to who you're coded to, that's why. If I signed you as a triple, or if anyone who I signed after triple signed you, you're going to see your triple coded to me, diamond, double, and triple, and you're going to see your presidential coded to Alyssa. And I'll just go and explain this. The reason why is because when Claire signed, Alyssa was not ambassador. She's ambassador now, but she was presidential. So Claire was diamond, double, triple, presidential coded to Alyssa. Does that make sense? When Claire signed me, she was triple diamond. So I was coded diamond, double, triple to Claire, and presidential to Alyssa. And then when Alyssa signed, no one that she was coded to was ambassador. So that's why all of us, and if you're on the Zoom right now, you're going to show an eSuite ambassador coded to it. We're Global. Why you're not actually ambassador coded to anyone, because when Alyssa signed, there was no one ambassador above her that she was coded to. So does anyone have any questions about that? I know that part can get confusing. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat. Yes, the diamond paycheck, totally worth it. Okay, monthly maintenance. Okay, this is super important. So whenever you promote to a rank, obviously you have every single box on your chart at 400. So let's just pull up something real quick because I want to put this in perspective for you. So like for presidential diamond this month for me, you guys, every single box on this chart has to be at 400. But once I promote to presidential, I don't have to have every single box at 400 anymore. I can maintain by volume. And that volume maintenance happens from the time you're a Ruby. So this is where it gets really nice because you can maintain comfortably by volume, even if you have certain people on your chart that have stopped working while you're building to the next rank and you're strengthening your chart and you're replacing. You don't have to worry about every box staying at 400. You just have to worry about your overall volume, which is nice because that's something that's easier for you to control while you're building. So for a Ruby, the monthly maintenance is 4,000 with no more than 2,000 counting from any one leg. Emerald, it's 8,000 with no more than 4,000 counting from one leg. Diamond, 10,000. Double diamond, 25,000. Triple is 50,000. Presidential is 100,000. Ambassador is 250,000. And then as you'll see, it's no more than half of that ever counting from one leg. So you can still maintain by boxes. That's fine. Or you can maintain by volume. I personally would much prefer to maintain by volume, and that's the way that I maintain every month because it's just simpler. Except when you're a Ruby. When you're a Ruby, it is technically probably still simpler to maintain by boxes because the volume is higher than what you promoted with. So let me just show you, pull up a chart again. Okay, so for a Ruby, when you promoted, you have this box at 400, this box at 400, this box at 400, this box at 400. That's only 1,600 in volume. So, I mean, that like when you initially promote to Ruby, it might be easier to still just maintain by boxes. But let's say you've already started building to Emerald, but you're still a Ruby, you haven't promoted Emerald yet, but you are fully charted Emerald. You, at this point, would be maintaining by volume. You just no more than 2,000 can count from one leg. So that means if you've already built a Ruby over here and they have 2,500, that's fine, but only 2,000 of that 2,500 can count towards your 4,000, which means if you have 2,500 coming from over here, you still need 2,000 from coming over here. And then that's a total of 4,500, but you see what I'm saying? For your 4,000, no more than 2,000 can count from one leg. And then for Emerald, that's 8,000, 4,000, 4,000. Diamond is 10. And then again, just goes up to what we were just talking about right here. So everyone always asks that, is it stressful to make sure every box stays at 400? It's not, because you can maintain by volume. And then that allows you to really just work with the people who are working and who really want this. After I promote, I immediately look at my chart and I look at where I can strengthen. I look at who is not working and I get with my runners and I get them a game plan for their next promotion so they can, replace those non-working legs. Okay, so this is an element of the comp plan that our generation that we're in, so Claire, Alyssa, Tiffany, etc., all the way up to Joel and Stephanie, none of them or myself utilize this part of the comp plan just because we could make more in cabs than we would doing this, but this is a part of the comp plan, and this is from distributor all the way up to Ambassador Diamond, so you don't even have to promote to executive to get this, but if you have 60 customers underneath you, you did not move them for promotion, you kept them directly underneath you, and 3,000 PBB. 60 customers, 3,000 PBB. Every single month that you have that, you get a $600 bonus. That bonus keeps paying out every single month, both of those requirements are met. So as long as you've got 3,060 customers, that you get 600, 600, 600 every month. The reason that you will not find me or Claire or Alyssa or anyone doing that is those 60 customers, if I place those for cabs, if I place those to someone that's triple diamond coded to me, let me just give you guys some quick math real quick. So I have to place 2 customers for a cab. People that are triple diamond coded to me, I get 135 for my cab. So multiply that by 30. If I place 60 customers in 1 month, I'm getting $4,000 in cabs. So that trumps that $600 any day of the week. So I would never go after the 600. It wouldn't make sense for me because I would just place whoever's cab coded to me. But if you ever have someone that asks you and they say, I want to join you, but I don't want to build a team, I'm not interested can, because you could literally just other customers and you're going to get a bonus just for that. Because in addition to getting that $600 bonus, they would still make money on those customers too. So that 3,000 BV, they're getting 15%. That's 450 plus the 600. So on those 60 customers, they would get a little over $1,000 a month. So I always tell people that ask that, they don't have that. That's not the only way to make money, is to build a team. What's funny is I've had people that have joined and said that that's what they want to do. And the second they catch the vision of the company as a whole, they end up throwing that idea out the window. They're like, oh, I'll just build. This seems fun. Okay, so these are just kind of some terms that you need to know about our comp plan. So BV, bonus volume. Bonus volume is like the dollar amount for the product. So we get paid on the bonus volume. So if most things are pretty close to what the dollar amount is. So for example, cleanse is $36, it's 36 BV. Our commission is off the BV. But then hair, skin, and nails is $33, but it's 30 BV. So our commission percentage is off that 30 BV. If you ever hear anything about clawback, clawback is the recovery of commissions from a return that you were paid out on the last month. So if something is returned in the same month, you're not getting clawbacked because you were never paid out on it to begin with. But if something is returned later and you've already been paid, then you do get that clawback. So if you ever see like $5 taken out of your check, it's because you had someone return something. Jordan, yes, I will hit on that in just a little bit. Okay, commission qualified, we went over that in the beginning. Let's see, we already talked about compression. Here's a compression example. It just says Sally's commission qualified the end of March and has an order placed on her third level by Bill, who is also commission qualified. One of the two distributors between Sally and Bill is not commission qualified. This will cause Bill's order to be paid on Sally's second level instead of her third. Does that make sense to you guys? So that's what I'm saying. You don't ever have to worry if someone quits and they're not commission qualified. You don't have to worry about if you have 5 people in between you and your rock star. If there's 5 people in between you guys that are not working, they're not commission qualified, you're not getting paid on level 6 for your rock star. Your rock star compresses up to your level 1. So that's why I don't ever worry about stuff like that, because the cream will always rise to the top. Diamond leg, this is a leg with a diamond somewhere in the depth of the leg. So that's an example of this where this is relevant is what I was telling you guys about Amanda. Like Amanda is under someone who's not a diamond, they're a distributor, but that leg is considered a diamond leg because they have Amanda and Louie, who are both diamonds. So it doesn't matter if everyone else above the diamond's not a diamond. If there's a diamond in that leg, that is a diamond leg on your chart, which leads me to my next thing, just because I think most of you guys know this, but the highest rank will always come up to the top. So for example, if you're looking at a diamond chart, let's say the person you originally had written in your emerald was Sally, okay? And Sally's still just executive. So you have all these people, but they haven't actually promoted. And then down here, this little 400 bucks, they're only a 400 bucks on your chart. However, they have all these people you can't see because you don't have them written on your chart, and they have gone emerald. Well, you can make that person your emerald leg. It's not that this person, it's not that Sally isn't still on your chart and all her people, but for the purpose of your promotion, Haley down here, who really is emerald, even though she was just a 400 bucks, you would bring her up and put her in the box. So you just have to have an emerald in that leg. It doesn't actually matter who it is. Oh, sorry guys. I don't know what that's doing. Okay. I don't know why. That's weird. Okay, we'll just minimize that. Okay, so let's see, double diamond. You guys know what all this stuff is. Okay, I am going to talk about what a qualified loyal customer is. All a qualified active loyal customer is someone who has fulfilled the loyal customer agreement. They do not have to keep ordering every single month. They just have to have fulfilled the loyal customer agreement. So for example, when it says like for bonuses, you have to have 4 qualified active loyal customers. That just means you had 4 customers underneath you who completed their 3 months with an auto shipment of 25 BV or higher for those 3 months. It doesn't mean they have to keep ordering every single month. So if you just earned an emerald bonus for $5,000, you just had to have 4 that completed the 3 months. That's it. Once they stop ordering, they still stay your qualified active customers, even though they're not ordering. And then same thing with, let's see, there was something else over here. Really Oh yeah, okay, so an inactive distributor is just a distributor that's not commission qualified. They're still a distributor, they're not canceled out, they're just not commission qualified. Once someone is actually canceled, it'll say canceled. Generation, each new diamond that promotes in your downline starts a new generation. And then that's just the income disclosure statement. So the only other thing that I would really say that I would want to hit on would just be how to read your commission. So all those things that I just went over, once you're a diamond and above, you're going to see them broke down in your commissions. You're going to see your generational bonuses. You're going to see your diamond bonus. Your diamond bonus is not your rank up bonus. Your diamond bonus is your caps. Underneath diamond bonus, it will say diamond rank up bonus. So they're going to be separate. And then same thing, if you go double diamond, you're going to see your double diamond bonus. That's your double diamond caps. Then you're going to see your double diamond rank up bonus if you've got a rank up bonus, and so on and so forth. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me go to you guys start putting questions over here. I want to make sure we're not on here too long, but being very efficient with our time. So any questions you have, just keep them coming. I'm going to start going through with Jordan and Kara's, and then I'll answer anywhere that I see come through. Okay, so Jordan's question was, can you hit on how you handle potentials who want to know everything about the comp plan before they start? I'm very red about this. I will not go into the comp plan with someone before they start. It's on our website. If they want to read it, they can, but I will not personally go through it with them because these terms you do not understand until you're a distributor. And I know we have some people on here who are fairly new, but have been in a couple months, and I'm sure they would nod and agree with me. They understand way more now than they did when they first had a conversation with me about the business. And if I would have tried to explain all this to them, they probably would have been like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So people think they want to know this stuff, but a confused mind always says no. And so if someone is asking me a lot of questions, I mean, I keep the answers very simple. So for example, I had someone today that actually just joined, and she asked some detailed questions, more detailed than all the other distributors I had signed in the past week had asked. And she was asking she just kept kind of saying, but how? How do you get paid? How do you get paid? Those of you that know me know that I always answer with direct deposit. I'm laughing about this because I just told one of my triple friends to say this the other day, and she was like, that doesn't really work. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. That's what I tell everybody. So my first thing when people say, how do you get paid, is I say direct deposit. I know that sounds so funny, but that normally silences any further questions. So if they say, how do you get paid? I just say, oh, we pay direct deposit. It's amazing. If they still come back and say, but how? How do you get paid? I say, we get paid in so many different ways. We get our monthly check, which is our bulk check. This is our commission check. It continues to get fatter and fatter the longer you're in the business. And I'm really real with people. I tell them my first check was like $50. My second check was $98. My third check was $212. My checks literally doubled every single month until I started making 5 figures a month. That's what I tell people. And then I say, in addition to that, we can earn unlimited weekly bonuses in $100 increments. I say some weeks I've gotten 100, some weeks I've gotten 900. You can earn as many weekly bonuses as you want. And then thirdly, we get bonuses when we promote to new ranks. And we also get bonuses for different milestones that we hit. That is all that I say. They have to ask me a really specific question past that for me to give any type of specific answer, but I don't ever willingly give any more information past that because they're not going to understand. And I don't want to confuse them and then them feel like they don't want to do it. So that's what I say. I don't think when I've said that I've ever had anyone really press me after that. I have had people unsolicitedly go to the website and read the comp plan. Chrissy Moser is very green. I don't know if she's on here. She's like a green blue, but she read the entire comp plan with her husband before she joined. She knew she wanted to join. She was like ready to sign up, but it took her like 4 hours to sign up. And I was like, where is she? Amanda Stein was actually at my house. And I was like, I don't know where she is. She said she was signing up. When she finally messaged me, she said, sorry, Jesse and I were reading the entire comp plan. So some people will do that and that's fine, but I'm not going to get into all that with them. They're not going to understand. So I don't know if that helps, but I'm just very assertive about it. And I unless they ask a specific question, I'm not going to answer specifically. But that's just how I handle that. Okay, can I go back to the level discussion, level 1, getting paid on your PBB? It's your top line's PBB. No, it's not PBB at all, Cara. So when you get paid on levels, it has nothing to do with PBB except for your PBB. So let's pull up a Ruby chart to explain this again. Because your top line's PBB is their orders and it's their customers, and that's not the same thing for you. So right here, we'll just start for executive. Let's say I have Cara and Tabitha, and I have 4 customers. My 4 customers are my level 1. Cara and Tabitha are also my level 1. So what that means is if Cara and Tabitha are running their ADVD auto shipment, if they just had a wild hair and ordered $500 worth of product that month, all of that is my level 1. That's Cara and Tabitha's personal volume they ordered. Their customers, let's say they each have 4 customers, that is not my level 1. That's their level 1, and that's my level 2. Does that make more sense, Cara? So it's not PVV. It's, go ahead, ask your question.
That makes sense. I just, when you said I get paid off of these folks and my personal, I was confused what you meant by those people if it wasn't the orders underneath.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just, it's their, like, their, oh, go ahead. Sorry, the computer froze. I didn't realize you were still talking. Go ahead.
Sorry. So you're just like those 2 people. So me and Tabitha, you're just literally getting paid off of our orders and any orders that are personally enrolled to you. It's nothing to do with our orders.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, your customers are your level 1, and then they're my level 2. Does that make sense? And then same thing as a Ruby. So my customers right here, my level 1. These guys, their personal orders are my level 1, but their customers are my level 2 and their level 1. And then these distributors are my level 2, but these distributors' customers are my level 3. That make sense? Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? Nobody? If you think of anything real quick, I want to give you guys a couple seconds just because I know this is a lot of info to take in. I want to make sure I cover everything, but I also don't want to just ramble and overwhelm you guys. Does everyone know how to read their checks? Or is that something anybody ever really, that anybody cares about? Everybody good? Okay. Basically, your checks give you a really detailed breakdown. So it's simple to read once you know what you're looking for, but if you don't know what you're looking for, it can be a little confusing. Okay, well, if that is all the questions you guys have, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I will upload this recording to the team page and to YouTube at some point tonight. And if you guys think of anything else that you meant to ask, just send me a message after, or a comment in that thread actually, and that way everybody can read the answer. But love you guys. Thanks for hopping on till last minute. I wanted to make sure we made time for this for anybody that needed it. So I'm so glad you guys were all able to get on. And then anyone that ever asked you about the comp plan, not people who are not in the business, but if you have any distributors that are really green and are just asking you questions you don't know, this recording will be available and you can send this to them and they can go through and watch it. So bye guys.